All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, you can always reach the show. It's 2019 here. You can always reach the show at 706-889-9700. If there's news out there anywhere in North Georgia, in any of the counties we cover, anywhere in North Georgia, you can reach the show 706-889-9700. You can always text me during the show to let me know what you think about any of the topics we're discussing. Chief@fetchernews.com. You can send me an email, and then also there's the social media ways you can follow us. So, you know, it's a lot when you're gone a week and a half, and there's really not a big news cycle. The news cycle is just that. Democrats won. We know what happened last year. They will take the House tomorrow. Reality will set in. So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, okay, what exactly direction do we want to go in, all right? So I'm reading articles yesterday afternoon, and I find this one article, and it's on the Hill, and it is written, it's on the Hill, and it is written, he's an opinion contributor, okay? The views expressed by the contributor are their own and not the views of the Hill, but the predictions Trump goes, unexpected candidate emerges in 2019. This is by John Lebouttiller, okay? Whatever his name is. And that means, let's not get stuck on that, all right? We know in 2019 I will work to try to pronounce things the way they should be. As a new chapter in American history unfolds with the start of another year, here are some predictions for political scene in 2019. So I said, okay, let's read these. I don't like them, but let's read the predictions, okay? Now, Donald Trump presidency will not survive 2019. That's the first prediction. I said, okay, let's look here, okay? Now, Joe Scarborough has said that, and in the last 3 weeks, right before Christmas, when they were hoping you were still paying attention to them, they didn't do it during the Christmas break. Nobody was watching or listening, and they wanted to talk about climate change. I didn't pay attention to any of them for about 8 days, okay? I could care less what they thought. I knew the world would be here on January 2nd, 2019 without them. So, but anyhow, Joe Scarborough, several have asked the president just to walk out, just to get up and walk out and leave. Scarborough predicts he will leave, okay? This first on the line, he will leave in 2019. So, all right, so you take that and you say, all right, and how are these predictions to come to pass, all right? Now, go to number 33. Tomorrow, okay, tomorrow, these are the people in your neighborhood, the people that you meet when you're walking down the street, the people that plan to impeach Donald Trump. That's them. That's what they plan. You think they're not, but they are. House Democrat new committee chair, okay? Gerald Nadler, we've talked about for weeks. It's on us. It's here. Boom. It's in your face. Tomorrow, they take over. All right? Boom. They start shucking and jiving and moving around. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that was racist. I don't know. Don't care. There you go. That's my 2019. I don't care. I don't care. Nadler from New York, Judiciary. Guess what? That is where articles of impeachment go through. Yes, Judiciary. Nadler will be right there. Elijah Cummings from Maryland, Oversight and Government Reform. And then we've got Maxine Waters, low IQ Maxine Waters. Okay. Financial Services. Yeah, lady's going to be chair over Financial Services. Lowy from New York, Appropriations. Appropriating the money? Could that be it? Smith from Washington, Armed Services. Scott from Virginia, Education and the Workplace. Ah, hell, that damn workplace. Yes, sir. I mean, you will not misgender identification. That's the new word, misgender identification 2019. Yes, misgender identification. Well, there'll be all kinds of new workforce rules in place and education. Pallone from New Jersey, Energy and Commerce. Engel from New York, Foreign Affairs. Schiff, Adam Fuller Schiff, Intelligence. Oh, gosh, yes, intelligence. DeFazio from Oregon, Transportation and Infrastructure. And Neil from Massachusetts, Ways and Means Committee. There you go. So I'm thinking Trump will be gone. This is the prediction. And what happens, these are the committee chairs, okay? They are going to look into Armed Services, Appropriation, Financial Services, Oversight and Government Reform, Elijah Cummings. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for those shows. Intelligence, Shift. The committees are ready to roll. So I'm thinking, okay, is that the way they're going to do this? I told you, I'm watching that. Second, the downward trajectory of every aspect of his tenure indicates we are headed for a spectacular political crash and burn, and fairly soon. So this is on the prediction list. His increasingly erratic and angry behavior, his self-imposed isolation. They're gonna box him in. He's by himself. His inability and refusal to listen to smart advisors, aka the swamp that he's getting rid of. Okay, advisors that he hired, all are leading him to the precipice. Meanwhile, the global and U.S. economies are softening in a great part because of the unnecessary and ill-conceived trade war he launched against Canada, Europe. If you want to conduct a legitimate trade war against China, why didn't you get Europe and them on board? So that's next. Number 5, consumer confidence is declining and the American economy will slow noticeably in 2019. A recession is right around the corner, headed into 2020. Now, you can leave them up there for now. The Fed is doing everything they can by raising the interest rates as high as they can, keep raising them up to slow down the rate of growth that small business, as far as their Prime Plus operating accounts out of the bank. They're trying everything they can to make a recession happen. That's absolutely, I think, is what's going on. The deep state's trying to make a recession happen. The Federal Reserve, which we know is not federal at all. The volatility, number 6, the volatility in the stock market threatens to weaken Trump's support among the GOP donor class, which will translate to GOP senators pulling away from Trump in short order. So wait a minute, I'm not done here. So I'm thinking, I read this article first. Now I'm up to number 7, remember. Or 6, the volatility of stock markets threatens to weaken Trump's support among GOP donor class, which will translate to GOP senators pulling away from Trump in short order. I'm thinking, okay, all right, is that possible that they would start pulling away from Trump and pushing their money towards the senators? And this came out at 9 a.m. yesterday morning. Now, I don't think there's coincidence in some things. This article came out, and it is an opinion piece on the Hill. And it came out 1/1/19, 9 a.m. And then you switch over and you stop to think, wait a minute. This article here came out January 1st at 8 p.m. Mitt Romney, the president shapes the public character of the nation. Trump's character falls short. So Mitt Romney, his op-ed, okay, hits the Washington Post, which is on board with CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, and all the rest. Okay, Mitt Romney, it hits at 8 o'clock last night. Now, the prediction list hit yesterday morning. So I said, damn, that's interesting. So we have Romney here. And I don't have a lot of time left, so I got to make this very quick. And I'm going to put this together because we want to pay attention to this. So Romney does the... So I said, okay, Washington Post, you have your list, all right? Then Washington Post does what? All right? They release Romney, set it up for what? 4 a.m. And let's go with number 3. We're going to come through these real quick. Number 3, this was on Morning Joe at 5:17 this morning. Mitt Romney, the president, shapes the public character of the nation. Trump's character falls short. Washington Post, MSNBC. Give me number 7. 3 a.m. Pacific time is what? 5 a.m. or 6? I don't know. But right out of the box, MSNBC, right there, you can see the 3 a.m. Pacific time. Right out of the box, the first move they make this morning is Mitt Romney. 4 a.m. Mountain Time, which means what? Number 8. Look at number 8 there. 4 a.m. Mountain Time, right out of the box, Mitt Romney. Okay? Give me number 12. 4:04 a.m. Central Time. I'm telling you right out of the box, 4:04 a.m. Central Time. Mitt Romney, the president, shapes public character of the nation. Trump's character falls short. I will act. Now listen to this, okay? Because you remember number 6 on the predictions is the donor class of the GOP will shift to senators, okay? If the senators will move away from Trump. I will act as I would with any president in or out of my party. I will support policies that I believe are in the best interest of the country and my state and oppose those that are not. I do not intend to commit to every tweet or fault. I do not intend to comment on every tweet or fault, but I will speak out against significant statements, or actions that are divisive, racist, sexist, anti-immigration, dishonest, or destructive to the democratic institutions. All right. Let me give you another one here. Just a couple more. MSNBC, number 16, 2 a.m. Pacific time. All right, MSNBC there. Number 16, 2 a.m. Mitt Romney says Trump's character falls short. Right out of the box, right out of the box. Another one, number 17, MSNBC, 2 a.m. Pacific time. Mitt Romney says Trump's character falls short. President. Let me see what else I have here for you on that front. Okay, CNN. Well, CNN, they got it set up here. 1:01 a.m. Pacific time. What was that, 5 a.m.? This 4 a.m.? 4? Number 25, CNN, right on it. MSNBC. See, Washington Post, the prediction letter, the predictions are out yesterday morning. Trump will leave. Senator class, the donor class of the GOP will leave. The president, move to senators. Okay, that is out yesterday morning. 8 o'clock last night. Mitt Romney's op-ed's out in the Washington Post. 4 a.m. this morning, CNN, MSNBC at 5 a.m., first out of the box, Mitt Romney. Look at here, 4:01 a.m. Pacific time. Trump has not risen to the mantle of the office. Incoming GOP Senator Mitt Romney pens scathing Washington Post op-ed. And there you have Bobby Corker and you have Jeff Flake. And CNN's going to jump on. They're going to get this ball rolling. This is a snowball. And number 26, exclusive. You got an exclusive here at 1:01 a.m. Pacific time. I guess that's 4 a.m. on the East Coast, right out of the box. Start the cycle, okay? That's why I get up at 4 a.m. Mitt Romney with the lead with Jake Tapper at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock today, Romney's going to go over there and talk to Jake Tapper. And one more, number 27. All right, here's another one with Romney with the shutdown clock there. 11 days, 4 hours, 1 minute, and 10 seconds. The shutdown clock, okay? The debt does not matter. The debt doesn't matter, okay? But a shutdown clock. 4:01 until we pick up the trash cans again. 4:01 there, Romney. 4:01 again, this number 28, just to show you CNN was beating it like a drum this morning. Number 28 there, okay, Romney, all right. And they opened up 4 a.m., number 29. 4 a.m. on the East Coast. I'm telling you, the news cycle, they could start in the evening dropping. Now, yesterday they wanted to set up. I swear, they wanted to set up. The deep state wanted to set up the media that's going to carry the Democrats into tomorrow, okay? They wanted to set everything up for today. So yesterday morning, this prediction list comes out that Trump won't make it, okay? By that night, Romney pens his op-ed that's released at 8 o'clock at night. I got it at 8:01 yesterday evening. His op-ed at 4 a.m., the media rolled with it. 4 a.m. this morning, rolled it right out. You can see that in the corner. And that's why last night I was watching I was watching the football game. I looked up, it was 11:45, and I said, oh my God, maybe I'll just sleep in to 6 a.m. And I said, no, I have a commitment to see what in the world they plan, the deep state media, to roll out to try to sell us, the American people. So that's 4 a.m. And so here's what Romney did last night. Get in line. The line starts here. Romney wanted to be first in line. Okay? We can go over this and over this. Mitt Romney thought, first of all, Mitt Romney does not like you. You stayed home. He thinks you stayed home, and he did not sell you that he was a conservative when he ran against Obama. Mitt Romney said you stayed home, and you did not vote for him, evangelicals, because he is a Mormon, and he did not convince you that as a Mormon, he wouldn't turn against evangelicals, particularly, I guess, in the South, and you stayed home, and he couldn't convince you he was a conservative. Mitt Romney does not like you because he created Romney Care up in Massachusetts, and Obama took Romney Care and sliced it and diced it. It's like he had Ron Popeil out there. He was chopping, dicing, slicing, everything like that, and he had everything. They chopped up Romney Care and they pushed in Obamacare, and he does not like you because you found that out and you maybe held that against him. All the above, but he does not like Trump supporters. He's telling you that you're not going to have a choice anymore as a Republican. You're going to get back in line. He's going to start the line again, okay? He intends, does he need to, as a billionaire, does he need to go to Washington, D.C. and be a senator? No, he does not. Okay? See, Donald Trump went to Washington, D.C. to save this country. He's going to Washington, D.C. to save the establishment. Period. The establishment. That's where he's going for. Get in line here. It starts here. Now, I'll take a Claire McCaskill. I'll take a Susan Collins right here. What's her name? What's her name up in Alaska? Susan Collins. I'll take a Pat Toomey. Come on, Pat. You can get back here too. I will start getting senators. Let's see. Maybe don't get upset. Maybe a Tom Cotton. Come on, get in line. Maybe a John Thune. John, you know sooner or later you want to get in this line. The line starts behind me, Mitt, because I'm going to tell you what. I can get, what can Mitt do? He thinks I can save the Republican Party and I can get white, Republican, suburban women to vote Republican again. Say that again. I can get, this is what he thinks. I'm going to save the establishment and I can get white, suburban Republican women to vote Republican again. That's what he thinks. It's all set up. All Democrats are set up on one side. He is setting the other side up. It's there for a reason. Okay? And it wasn't until after that I started saying, oh my gosh. I mean, I have been telling you, you haven't seen nothing yet. I have been telling you, wait, I said, there's Mitt Romney. I want to come back to that picture, but I want to go to 33. In 2018, number 33 there, Josh, you know yourself, for months on end, since the election in November, I have yelled, you better pay attention to this group that's getting ready to take over. Okay? And then you go back to the one with Mitt Romney, the one we just had. And then you have this. Oh, line starts here. And then I read this article. Let me go to a couple more. I know you're not going to like the predictions on here, but I'm going to read them anyway, okay? This is what the predictions are. That was number 6. Remember, a volatile stock market, the volatility in the stock market threatens to weaken Trump's supporter among the GOP donor class, which will translate to GOP senators pulling away from Trump in short order. GOP senators pulling away. Line starts here. He's telling them it's going to be okay to pull away. Okay? It's going to be okay to pull away because we're going to set the agenda and not Trump. Now, Paul Ryan is gone. The do-less, do-nothing, useless House of Representatives under the leadership of Paul Ryan is gone. The Senate is where it lies. The Senate has never been the power broker for conservatives, never has in my lifetime been the major source of conservative power. They could have used the nuclear option. Could have absolutely used the nuclear option to pass this spending bill with border wall money for the water wall in there. But they didn't. Line starts here. I started reading that. Number 7, legally Trump is in peril from not only from special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation, but also from separate investigations being conducted by the U.S. Attorney of the Southern District. Okay, U.S. Attorney, sorry about that, jumped around a little bit. U.S. Attorney of the Southern District of New York into Trump's life and business dealings. Oh, yeah, they want to see them tax returns. I'm telling you, wait and see. Now, here's an interesting point because there are some ratings. Now, the reason I watch this for what the deep state is doing, if you notice in the last 3 weeks, they are giving you bits and pieces on how Fox News ratings is going down. They've gone down. How Rachel Maddow is winning. How MSNBC is winning in ratings for the first time. Okay? Seriously, pay attention. Google it. Fox's ratings down. Okay? Number 8, Fox News hosts are beginning to question the Trump administration's attack on the air, showing cracks. So Fox News, they're claiming that in 2019, Fox News will turn on Trump. That they're starting to see some cracks and they're starting to have to question some stuff. Small cracks at the moment, although small cracks at the moment, and Fox is heretofore 100% to Trump, okay? They're right now. Now, number 9, these cracks will expand. So they're saying that Fox News is starting to see some cracks in Trump's administration, okay? This is his bastion of hope. This is where he went for his New Year's Eve interview. This is where he went to get all of his press for visiting the troops, all right? In 2019, the claim is these cracks will expand into chasms as news and entertainment mogul Rupert Murdoch calculates Trump's prognosis and decides he doesn't want his Fox News network to go down the drain with Trump. So I'm just saying, I'm just writing this down. Watch this, okay? Because this guy right here on your screen has started the line to try to pull senators away. So Trump thinks for a minute, hey, we might have lost the House, but we strengthened the Senate. Trump went and worked he worked his ass off to get Claire McCaskill gone, to get Ben Nelson in Florida gone, all right, to ensure a lead and grow the Senate in Republican numbers. But their thank you to him is going to be short-lived with somebody like this guy saying, the line starts here immediately, all right? Fox recently lost several days in a row to MSNBC in ratings race, okay? This is what's in these predictions. And Fox Sean Hannity has lost 20% of his nightly audience since the midterm elections. Since the elections nosedived for Republicans and Dems are taking over, they're saying there's a ratings slide. Without Fox approving Trump's agenda, his support will decline from the 40s into the upper 20s. So they're saying that if they can get his support to decline, all right, if Fox News will turn on him. You see, there's two things they know they got to do, the deep state. They got to create the crack in the case, because if you look at Tucker Carlson. Now, if memory serves me right, if you Google Tucker Carlson on Fox is under attack right now from who? Advertisers. Advertisers that are pulling. Anytime Fox tells the truth on some of these stories, they're taking hits. You got to understand, Rupert Murdoch's in the business to make money. And they're saying if they can separate you from Trump, if they can separate the senators from Trump, and then separate Fox News, they will lose those other independent supporters. The Mueller investigation will come to an end in 2019, okay? Mueller will shock everyone, this is a prediction, with what he discovers, and the result will be much worse for Trump than anyone has anticipated. It's a prediction, these are not my words. Number 14, yes, Trump indeed knew about the now infamous January 9th, 2016 Trump Tower meeting, and he lied to the American people repeatedly about it. Before you jump and say, well, you know what, Bill Clinton lied about Monica Lewinsky. Bill Clinton did this person did this. I can't believe they're bringing up the Trump Tower meeting and that Trump maybe lied about knowing about it. Folks, you need to understand, every time you try to have rational thought on all the investigations the Republicans have put up for several years, where it comes to Hillary Clinton and the seriousness of the actual crimes and how petty this is, you need to come back to reality. Not the reality you used to live in, the reality you live in today. It's different, okay? Trump lied on Air Force One when he concocted a phony statement about adoptions because he knew the truth of the meeting. Number 16, the Mueller investigation will unveil evidence of Trump putting himself out to the highest bidder in return for campaign help and financing. Russians, Saudis, United Arab Emirates, the Qataris. There will be evidence that millions of foreign dollars illegally flowed into Trump campaign coffers in 2016. It's just a prediction. In other words, Trump basically said, I'm for sale, is what they're saying. We may learn the source of the $66 million of his own money that Trump donated to his campaign in 2016. Was it a foreign entity who gave him the money as, in effect, an illegal pass-through? Now that he has removed Secretary of Defense James Mattis, Trump can do what he tried, okay? Trump can do what he tried. He will remove our troops from South Korea, okay? That's what he says he wants to do. He will remove the troops now that Mattis is gone. This is the prediction. This is exactly what North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un and China and Russia want us to do. Remove the troops. Trump tried this last spring, but Mattis and former Chief of Staff John Kelly talked him out of it. Now neither man remains to stop him. So they claim that he'll pull the troops out of North Korea. Wonder who is going around the world and telling people in the deep state, the globalists, just wait Trump out. You notice that? You notice that there seems to be a mood of wait Trump out. Wonder who's going around and telling the globalists to wait Trump out. This will provoke a crisis the likes of which we've never seen. The GOP Senate will go nuts when this happens, as well as the Pentagon and Japan. Now, let's just use that for a second. If he was to pull some troops out of South Korea, I don't know that's going to happen. But when they say the Senate will go nuts, did you see them go nuts? The Pentagon, everybody, did you see them go nuts when he said, hey, we defeated ISIS, there's no reason to have 2,000 of our kids there, and they're going to come home in Syria? Did you see them go nuts? I'm telling you, these kind of moves that possibly would happen, maybe bringing some military home, they could go nuts. And I mean, they may go nuts, yes. The action may begin the breaking away of 20 GOP senators it will take to remove Trump if the House impeaches him. In June, the Democrat Party presidential race will begin to take shape when the first TV debate begins with a couple dozen candidates. No one yet can predict who will emerge as 2020 nominee, but history is a guide. I'm going to bypass number 26. Number 27, as of today, it looks like Beto O'Rourke of Texas has the energy behind him and incredible online fundraising. That's the Democrats. With Trump forced to exit the scene in 2019, the post-Trump GOP will devolve into all-out reshuffling. All-out reshuffling. The Trump hangover will bedevil the party just as the immediate post-Nixon era did to the GOP in 1974, and that's when Gerald Ford could not win against Jimmy Carter. The 2020 Republican nomination fight will be even more brutal than the Democrat one. The Trump disgrace, both political parties will search for a message. Okay? The unexpected candidate will seize the political center in 2020. All right? John Labouturier, a former Republican congressman from New York, co-host Revolution, the podcast. Okay? Those are the predictions. Romney says, start the line behind me. I know what you're saying. I'm sorry, but I just think we got to pay attention to this. And here we go, number 18. Warren heads to Iowa after launching presidential exploratory committee. Okay, number 18 there. And to close the show, number 19, Warren heads to Iowa. There she is again, Elizabeth Warren, at 5 a.m. this morning Eastern time. The very first thing MSNBC did was say Elizabeth Warren. In the meeting today, I certainly hope, let's look at 37. We can remember this corporal that was killed by this illegal. And I hope, like anything, Mr. President, you will stand firm on border security, because this young corporal, 33 years old, he was married, 5-month-old son. And the illegal had been arrested several times. I hope and pray you do not buckle. And folks, the only reason I gave you all those predictions is we have to be ready to be behind the commander-in-chief. Because the deep state, this is the year they plan all-out assault on our President of the United States. And he's going to need us more than he did during the campaign, more than he did on election night. He's going to need us in 2019 like you have never seen if you plan and thought for 1 minute you wanted to make this country great again and save our country. I'm your host, BK, Save the Republic for which it stands. I'm your host, BKP. It's 10:01. This show is over. Let's take tomorrow is Thursday. We're already into Thursday. We're already into Thursday, so there is no instant replay sports show today. We'll be back with that Monday morning live at 10 a.m. like we're supposed to. Tomorrow's Thursday, so we should have Carla's Corner, and then we could be back on schedule at Circuit World Friday with all of our lineup. Contact us, 706-889-9700, if you have any news out there. Until tomorrow, have a great first business day of 2019. And we hope the stock market's not crashing, in the deep state trying to push Trump out of office too soon. Take us out of here.